time to get in touch with the divine. Now, happy Wednesday, everybody. Mercury, day of Mercury. Amazing day for communication. Now, I always, am under this, and this is the thing, we can't assume now, can we? Assumptions make an ass out of you and me. Anyways, so I just always assume it's like the great day to like go out and be social, communicate socially. And it just hasn't seemed to be my thing lately. So I'm gonna say who am I gonna talk to? So I just call in, or the ancestors just come in. I don't call them in. They're just like, oh, Wednesday, whatever. Is that the day you like to communicate? You ready for it? Okay. Coming in hot. You guys, wow, okay. Thank you, universe, source, creator, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, all of the highest beings of love and light that wish for only the highest vibrational frequency and highest timelines and outcomes for all. Just take a moment, you guys. Breathe with me. Keep us all in this beautiful, let's say, bubble of like a violet, like a golden violet light. Of protection, of love. Okay, guys. I want to put this here. Charge up, charge up. Okay, so this is actually a vintage band dress. I've had it for a long time. I got it from either a thrift shop or maybe one of my relatives. I don't know. This is great, right? It's got these little like ding, 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 right? And then we got this little top, and we got this little collar with the roses, this little golden ring, little white. And I was playing with this, you guys, and I was like, this is fun. I want to put it in the back, right? But I feel like this is too high, so what if I put it in the front? Is that more like maid-like? Happy October 1st, you guys. Oh, yeah. Perfect, right? Tip it a little bit. Oh, yeah. Is that more maid, fancy, wifey? You guys, have fun. So I was intentionally gonna go out and obviously not like this. Go out and like try to meet some new people and new community, whatever, like right. And actually, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to hit the free sauna, free hot and cold, and then the guy throwing the party told me there was gonna be like so many people, so many people. He was like over 200 people. Look at that, 444. Over 200 people RSVP'd, and I'm just like. So I was like, all right, just stoke yourself out, right? Just start to get dressed, figure out, start with your hair or something like this, right? Start to get dressed, stoke yourself out, right? Love playing dress up, stoke yourself out. Like, this is the energy, you know, we're with Mars, we're in this first day, right? We're coming in. So, okay, be playful. And then it just led to me enjoying myself, trying on different things that I have or brought back. Yeah, and then it came to this, and then I decided to do some of this burgundy, like this Cabernet, Merlot looking. This lipstick, like, ooh, 555, okay. But I like broke this one. But I feel like with the orange on the red, it makes it like the right color red, right? I think I have to use something like this now. Thanks for humoring me, guys. So this is a state, right? This happiness, state of play. Like, look how good that looks now, right? Like, it looks like it's made for this. And the catch is not to do it all, right? It's to do some. That way it remains like highlighted. Amazing. Make sure you don't get it on your teeth, okay? Shiny. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Whew. I feel like we should put on. Let's go. Why not, right? Let's just go. Come on. Higher? Yeah, more like a choker, right? Like that. Okay. So you guys, so the energy, collective energy, right now the best thing you can do is play, be playful. I guess the message is to find things that make us feel in our own beings, in our own expression of self, right? Like, what does that look and feel like, right? Like, maybe we're searching a little bit outside of self, right? That was the message that I had that kind of came through. It was like, well, you're good, you good on your own, girl, you're good. And I'm like, well, yeah, I know I'm good, but it would be cool to have some more people to create and play dress up and costume with, right? And it was like, yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry though, they're coming. So if you're coming, let's go. Anyways, you guys, so the message is basically have fun and show other people how you are playful or have fun or how you do whatever it is that you do, right? I didn't realize people like to see how I do my makeup, what I'm wearing, what's going on, how I'm tying my whatever, This is interesting. It's different. I'm different. I'm art. I'm different. So what is the thing? What is the thing that makes you different? You uniquely yourself. What is the thing? Yeah, like what is the thing that makes you feel shiny or like a star, or like you can walk in and like be sure of yourself or whatever, right? So yeah, what is the thing that you feel like? Sometimes people feel like I can pull off this or I can do that or I feel really, really good doing that, right? Spicy, spicy. So that's what it's just saying. It's like do something that makes you feel good, right? Like Scorpio is a very aesthetic, like mysterious but aesthetic sign. So like Scorpio is all about the death and the rebirth. And as we're entering October and as we're entering this full moon is in Aries, I believe. And as we're entering this fiery sign, look at that at 11:11. What is it that we are really saying we we love about ourselves? We're bringing forward about ourselves, right? We're saying yes, we're projecting this outwardly about ourselves, right? What is it? What part of us, right? Heart awakening. So like what is our passion? What is our love? What is the thing that makes us do that? Cosmic gateway, Horus. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. So yeah. So basically, what are we focused on, right? What is the thing, and not just exteriorly, like self-wise. It's been a lot of introspective work, a lot of self-work, a lot of self-analyzation, and there's going to be a whole lot more, right? We're coming into Scorpio with Pluto and all this other stuff. We have Shiva, Lord Shiva, transcendence. Okay? Transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. So it's like, what is the thing that makes you be at play, that gives you forward movement? Look at that at 12:34. What is it that makes you uniquely you? Right? I realize, yeah, that is where the abundance lies. The abundance, the answers, the things start to come in for you. Becoming, come in. Will be coming in for you, becoming, but also becoming. Okay. Lord Ganesha, infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increased. So, becoming, moving. Okay, Isis, magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. So, what is it that you want for yourself? What is it that you see yourself doing? Not, oh, if I did this, it would make money, or I can do this as a job. It's like not the 3D aspect. Like, what is Radha, your soul flame? Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship, harmony, and healing. Okay? So, for some of you guys, this is a soulmate or a twin flame. Now, for others, this is about finding the other part of yourself that was lost, right? What is that inner spicy, right? Hope, love, and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. Look at this one. Where is your space of creation? This solar plexus, this made space. What are we creating? What are we thinking about creating? How are we working with other people to be creating, to recreate, right? A better world, a better outcome. This looks so shiny. Okay. Just let my sweat look shiny because it's shiny. Whatever. Why not? Embrace it. Embrace it all. Look at Kali facing fear. She had to come out at the end, didn't she? Facing fear. So, We are slowly moving through stuff. We're manifesting. We're finding, for some of us, we're finding another person. For some of us, in order for any type of union to occur, we have to find this love and acceptance, this experiencing this relationship harmony within ourselves, right? Within ourselves individually. So, this is so important. Um, okay, it wants me to use the Robin Wood, so this is spicy. It's gonna be spicy. Okay, I'm just gonna pull some cards here, and then we're gonna figure out what's going on. Okay, guys. Okay, you just saw me pulling these out. Okay, bottom of the deck energy. So we're working on something, working on it. Okay, gotta consistently be working on it still. No. This is a card more bottom of the card and top of the deck energy. Working on this offering of love, okay? Bottom of the deck energy is this. So normally the Three of Pentacles is a card where we're working together. Now, I'm getting the feeling like this person is like, no, we are working together because I'm working on this thing for you that you want, that I know that you wanted, or something. This is what I'm getting, right? And so I'm getting this very interesting energy. Okay. Now, whether you are male or female, I'm going to say this is just the masculine energy with the feminine energy. And there is nothing against it. There is no separation. We each possess both within ourselves. If you're in a partnership or we're talking about a partnership for you, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Now, if you're in a partnership, then yes, this is somebody. If you're not, then this is having to do with self, okay? Just as a matter, and not every part of the story is for each person. You're going to know what's resonating with you that's for you, okay? So for a lot of people here, what I'm getting is this. The masculine energy is like, I'm working on it. Don't worry, I'm working on it. I got it. I'm working on it. But this is like, we're supposed to be working on it together. The Three of Pentacles is like working on it together. And it's like, don't worry, I got it. But this is like the feminine energy. It's like, yeah, but we needed, you kind of like abandon the emotional care, right? You abandon the care of being present, of being caring, right? Your presence, of being the caretaker, or of being able to be there. And so even though you're working, and even though you've been working on it, because now you see the three with the 5, which is 8, right? And so it's like, well, no, but I'm learning and I'm doing this, and I got to do this in order to get the abundance, right? I had to put in this work in order to get the abundance, because I want to offer this cup of love. Now, okay, are you sure? Because it just seems like you're just like working, right? No. Like I'm coming. I'm just like trying to gain my composure, right? This emotional state. But I think I'm ready. I think I finally calmed the beast. I think I finally have the strength, and I'm coming, right? Like causing a commotion, coming, like motion in the ocean, coming. Okay, great. What are you coming to do? With you, because I've been hearing that for a while. What are you coming to do? What are you coming to do? Coming to offer this cup of love, right? I'm coming to offer this cup of love. Don't worry, I've been working on something. I want to come back in prepared, and I'm here to offer this cup of love now, okay? And not just any cup of love, right? I want to heal together, right? I want to be the strength for each other, right? This is the strength. There's the strength over here, right? I want to be this strength. Now, we can also be talking about, there could be heavy Leo placements, water sign placements, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. There's also Libra placement here with justice that follows this. So it's like I want to make you my wife or husband or whatever. I want to marry you. I want to make this, I want to figure something out, right? Justice. And I want to be, I know, like we're going to be so good together. Like everybody's going to celebrate. This is like been waiting, dreaming, hoping, right? Victory. The wish, the dream, star. So this is strong Aquarius energy. Like this is the dream. Like don't forget. Like this is the dream. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is the dream. Okay, and what can we expect? What can we expect? What do we need to do? How about that? The Magician. Again, we need to focus. The first thing, your thoughts, Horus with the Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Tune into the Magician. Call on the Magician. Excuse me, Mr. Magic Man. Mr. Magic Man. Yes, High Priestess? Don't worry. I'm figuring out what to say or how to say it. But you already knew that. So why are you asking? Why are you asking? Oh. Now this was upside down. So she's asking, and I'm just saying this, it's not gender, this is what I'm seeing in the card, you guys. She's asking because it's like, well, I mean, there's a lot of options. You know, like I don't know if you're the treasure or the castle or the wish or the snake, you know, the spiritual one or this one or the dragon or the one with the mask. Like, I don't know, but there's a lot of options. You know, and until he shows up or until he makes the contact, until he actually makes the contact, then the thoughts or the dreams or I'm just hearing like the thoughts are gonna persist. And this is why he has to keep building up more and more strength, because it's a mental thing. Because what's going on is the more time that passes, the more she feels abandoned. The more that he has to work on other things, the more that she begins to feel the abandonment, because there is no offering, there is no message, there is no communication. So she's like, wow, the head is running. Okay, well, I'm just going to think about like all these other options that keep floating around, because like my mind is preoccupado. Like normally you would occupy the thoughts, but I've been told I have to release and let go. So now I have all of these options and these thoughts that are pouring in, all of these downloads. Now, with all of the downloads and all of the options and all of these things and these other people that are actually working, right, that are trying to show up, that are trying to work, that are actually making the effort or the message or whatever, has got her and him in this mental constraint of sorts, right? In this mental block, because it's like what's happening is now we can feel what the other person is experiencing, right? If this is a twin flame dynamic, I'm just channeling. If this is a twin flame dynamic, then what's going on is they can feel. So what's going on is they feel your other twin feels the different options. They feel you thinking about that. They feel you if you're making love or thinking about making love, or um, like maybe when you pleasure yourself. Maybe I'm hearing that some of them like to pleasure themselves thinking about you, and this is part of a mental constraint or problem, right? This is, so there's this energy. There's this energy of building this strength, right? Building the strength to come into union, but also this fear of what if something, what if something doesn't go right? You know, what if something doesn't go right? Because here we have the Two of Cups, right? Justice, and now we have the Four of Wands that just came out. So it's like, I'm not sure what you think is not going to go right, but what I see here is with the Seven of Cups, what it's doing is it's creating this mental constraint. So it's really messed up, because what's happening is for for the masculine and feminine, what's happening is they're each feeling what the other one is feeling, these doubts, these different things. So we're like, okay, just let go, don't think about it, and then it shows up. But then what happens is it gets stuck in this mental torture, because then I start thinking about all these other things, right? Yeah, this is why I just play music and do all kinds of things throughout the day, because, you know, it's like they're going back and forth. What I feel here is this masculine is going back and forth with this emotional turmoil, this mental masturbation of sorts, is what they're telling me. Blocking themselves, right? Because this is the thoughts, this is the actions, right? The words or the actions. So maybe they're hearing you think or speak about somebody else, or, you know, don't think too much about maybe things that have happened in the past, or past partnerships, or even like if you've been with somebody, or if they've been with somebody, or something like this. Like this is, that can be like, right, we can be victorious over these third party situations, right? We can be victorious over these situations, right? They don't have to be like this. This can be, we can celebrate, because we can use emotional intelligence and come over that. Yeah, look, Temperance. We can figure out a way to emotionally, like, use emotional intelligence and rationally speak about it. But as you're receiving a lot of telepathy or something else that's going on, it's like a tug and pull, right? It's like this giving and receiving. So it's like when you think about the twin, then it gives that energy, this giving and receiving. Yes, 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 I can feel it. But when you start to think about the other circumstances, like, oh, are they maybe about this, or they may be about that, or they don't like, or they don't know, you know, this, then it's kind of like, then they're almost like begging for it, you know. So it's like, keep the dream, the wish, the goal at hand, right? Keep that as the receiving, as the vision or the receiving spot, right? Yeah. Look at that, Five of Cups upside down. Don't think about all of the things that already happened. Don't think about what the other person might have done. Now, for a lot of you that is like a twin flame collective. Now, the twin flame collective does have a period of separation. Now, for older, so there's like 5 different waves of twin flames. So for older versions of twin flame, like wave 1, 2, 3, a lot of them maybe don't ever meet. Maybe they meet, but they don't necessarily come into union, right? The newer, the 4th and 5th wave, for sure, their separation period is much shorter, okay? So if you're wondering is this person my twin flame or not, it's not just like an intense love. You're gonna know. And the separation is gonna feel like something is missing, and you're gonna do everything you can. Now, the point of the twin flame journey is actually not to fight it, right? Don't fight it. Yeah. surrender to the rebuilding of it, right? The Emperor, and this is where we're at. The Emperor is Aries energy. Now, that's what our full moon on the 6th of October is going to be in Aries. And Aries is the first sign in the astrological wheel, right? In the zodiac. And so this is about ourself, about our ego, about how we're rebuilding this, right? So let's not build it upon something that we're going to fight about, and better to discuss. So what I'm feeling is there's a lot of things that do need to be discussed. There is a lot of disgust or disgusting things, maybe. And this is a fear, right? The fear is that someone's going to end up walking away, or that potentially the feminine might say, fuck off, be on your way. And, you know, this is a real thing, right? But 5 of Swords, right? Words and actions. The reality is this has to change, right? So either you can be in fear and say, ha ha ha, I might lose or I might walk away, whatever, or you can take the risk, right? This is like the eight of Pentacles, right? This is like the Apprentice, or we're learning, right? This is just putting in the effort, right? Putting in the effort to receive the abundance. So it's like no risk, no effort, no risk, no reward. So yeah, it takes action, right? It takes action, King of Swords, actions and words to actually get that action. And if you do, you're more likely to get that action than that one. So, yeah, what's really interesting here, you guys, is like, as we're restructuring, it's like maybe not everything. Okay, yeah. So there's a lot of work that has to be done. There's a lot of things that have to be discussed. They're bringing me back to this story. They want me to pick up all the cards, and there's a lot of things that need to be discussed, right? For a lot, there has been a lot of time. There's been a lot of work and a lot of things that still need to be worked on, but I feel like both parties, both masculine and feminine, also have options. There is options, and all roads lead to extra work either way, right? For some, there could be multiple people that are coming through. There could be soulmates from past life. Now remember, just because it's a past life doesn't mean it's somebody, right? It doesn't mean it's somebody that you already know or met, right? There's so many soulmates and past life people that actually come through in different lifetimes. And not all of them are in this romantic or loving way, right? Sometimes we do have people that do come back to teach us a lesson, right? To teach us how to be, not to fight, but how to surrender or defend ourselves a little bit more. And they've maybe done a lot of different incarnations with us to help us get to these points, right? To these better points of learning the soul's lesson, right? Healing the ancestral wound or trauma or whatever it is, right? And so that's really something they're wanting me to tell you. So not every connection has to be in a romantic sense. Now, how we think about it and how we create it, of course, my dear, is up to us, right? The magician, ultimately. So how are we thinking about it? What kind of energy are we giving it? Are we consistently thinking that we're going to get in a fight, we're going to walk away, that there's going to be something like this? Or are we thinking more along the lines of like peace, love, unity, respect, celebration, like dancing, coming together, happiness? Like what is the vibe? Now, for a lot of them, there will be some people, okay, so there will be some people that are actually coming back from the past. So past life, and you can feel, okay, it's coming to the soul flame. So definitely soulmates or twin flame energy, right? It's jumping right to this card. And with this energy, This one you can feel a little bit deeper. This one you can feel a little bit more in your being, more like under your skin. I'm hearing crazy stuff. Okay. This is something that is like an undeniable feeling, right? Now, for some, there could be this, you guys could have already crossed paths, could have already been a missed opportunity, or somebody could have attempted to make an offer. Yeah, someone tried to make an offer or tried to do something, and somebody wasn't on board with it, right? So the opportunity, it's like sitting over there being pissy about it instead of actually just like going for it. But now, someone's coming back, or you're going to get a message, right? The pages or the messengers are bringing these messages. Since the 6 jumped to this, there will be some type of soulmate. Now, because this is all cups, this is more of a romantic offering. This is somebody, again, the 8 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords in reverse. Okay, this came out like a few times that I keep shuffling. So someone has been working on something. Maybe in the past they were being a little bit sneaky about it. They were keeping something a secret or hidden. But that's not going to happen anymore, okay? It's not going to happen anymore. Maybe they did it because they thought it was best, and then they just realized it just like gave them more work to stress out about. So they're done with that, okay? They're done with that. The Tower in reverse. They don't want any more this destructive energy. Literally, like, walk away, walk away, walk away. Okay. So let me put these back in here. Yeah, enough of that. I just saw the world. Yeah, and then death. Okay, that's the action, is like, okay, enough of feeling sorry, enough of missing opportunities, right? Action. Knight of Swords. Time to take action, right? We need to use our words and take action, okay? That is very in the masculine energy, right? Like I was doing all this stuff, getting dressed and getting dressed and getting dressed, and then I had to tell myself, oh my God, I've been so much in feminine mode all day, making food and cooking and cleaning and getting dressed and just playing, and I'm like, oh man, okay, I gotta balance out the energy, right? I got a masculine, okay, well I did move some stuff around and I did this, okay, now I have to do some work, right? Make a video, record, be productive, get in that masculine energy. So let's see, what are we? Messages for the collective. Can you tell us about hope, please? Ooh. Hope for a generation. Knight of Swords. Okay, so action. Emperor. Okay, so by the time that the full moon is coming, again, because we're seeing this Emperor action, okay? The action that you need to take is to be able to walk away from the things that are no longer emotionally serving us, right? Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. So what this also tells me, and what I've been having and sharing a lot of on my Instagrams and stuff like this, is, you know, to love, to experience love doesn't always mean to choose to love somebody else. It means to love self first, right? That is hope. That is love. That is acceptance. And sometimes with part of that, we have to accept that loving ourselves, or as we are loving and leveling up ourselves, that sometimes this means we're changing our people, our friend, our places, and things like this, right? Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. So that means anybody who isn't recognizing your worth or tries to gaslight you or belittle your worth or what makes you happy or makes you you, then, you know, restructure, new structure. We don't build new foundation. Do you know, like, if we're building structure and foundation, if we're building, we don't want to build on something broken, right? We take it all the way down to foundational, right? And then we build something. We don't build something on top of something else unless we're just like trying to get past it really quick and come back to it later, right? Like, it's not how it works. So, Kali, facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. And look what comes up on the bottom of the deck energy. I don't know if I can show you that. YouTube is cray. YouTube is cray. They don't like it. Hold on. Whatever. Everybody loves titties. What do you want? Judgment. Okay. So, this is your chance to soar. So what I see here, again, we have Phoenix, the judgment. So this is basically like when we stop to judge ourselves. We are our only judge, right? Like we are the actor, we're the director, we're the stand-in, the stuntman, the judge, the jury. We're all, right? It's all us. So we're just reflecting it back to ourselves to learn the lesson. Okay? Yeah. And we know what it is. Okay? So maybe a better thing to ask ourselves is saying, as we know what we're judging ourselves on, why are we judging ourselves on that? And also, as we decide to judge other people, right? We have the third party upside down. As we decide to judge other people, what is it about the other people that we are judging? A little game I like to play with myself is like, whenever I catch myself being like judgy, not on Sundays, I'll just say judgy Sunday. Just like to let one day to be human, I guess. I don't know. But if I catch myself being judgy, what I do is I look and I'm like, what am I judging about this person, right? Like, and it's generally like, I don't like that someone's lying, right? I don't like that they're lying or that they're pretending or something like this. And so I just always am like, well, that's a normal like bad character trait. Like, I don't know what I'm telling myself or what I'm seeing. And sometimes we just have to be like, okay, well, I just gonna keep being my authentic self and expressing everything what I feel and how I feel. And then I don't have to worry that I'm the one lying. But then I can also recognize that these type of people that find the need, like if people that find the need to lie as adults, to hide or to lie as adults is like, what are you hiding, number one? Who are you hiding from? What are you afraid of? Like, it's super strange to me, like, it's like you can be cordial and still be honest, like, oh, yeah, thank you for inviting me out tonight. Like, I don't know if our energy really meshes, but it was an experience. It doesn't mean you have to like, I don't know how to say it, but so this is something I try, right? I do my best to notice when I catch myself judging somebody else. Why am I judging them? And generally the things that we judge people about is things that we're upset that we are not doing for ourselves, or things that we're upset that we're allowing other people to pull over and do on us. So let that be known. 10 of Cups, you guys. Let's go. Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Horus. So what are we focused on? Happy ending, legacy, love, emotional contentment. Look at that. That's what we want, right? No more options. Now I'm also getting this channel that's like, again, here we come with the magician, right? You're the magician, right? Transcend, Lord Shiva. Transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. So know that you have all of the tools for the manifestation. So what is blocking the manifestation? What is blocking the wish or the dream, right? What is blocking the goal? Now, for some, there was or is. Okay, for some of the collective, keep it spicy. Look at that, 44, 44. So for a lot of the collective, they have moved on. Okay, for a lot of the collective, they had to get to the space of being actually single or available. Some people might have been married. Some people might have been married and have children, okay? Some people may have needed to get a divorce, are in process of having the divorce, something like this, okay? The single is something that needed to happen. And for some of the collective, I'm also hearing that they're afraid, right? They're afraid to lose their freedom when they come into this union because they do understand this is kind of like the final legacy, like the final one. And so there is this little bit of fear of, okay, well, I'm waiting for the ships to come in. Like, I mean, this is everything I've been waiting and wishing for, right? Lord Ganesha, infinite abundance, obstacles are being removed. So it's like the obstacles are being removed. Everything can be removed. The only obstacle that is there is somebody waiting to say, well, the grass is greener, or maybe is there somebody else? Is there something else? Is there something more? I don't want to cut all of that off, right? All of those options, all of that, like, because if I do this, or a lot of them already did this, there's already been divorces, breakups, and it's been a long time coming. There has been some physical, financial loss. Some people had some rather fucked up actions. I don't want to say too much about that. And they still may be trying to do stuff. For a lot, it is coming to an end, okay? We have to focus on the world, the ending that brings the beginning, right? Stop waiting for the ships to come in. Know that the universe is working to remove things. Just know that the universe is working to remove them and allow them to come in. Stop looking for it. When we keep seeking it, then the ending doesn't, do you know what I'm saying? Like the ending doesn't come because we're still like creating space instead of just allowing it to happen, right? Allow for it to come into play. Yeah. Be in the space of Nine of Cups, right? I'm fat, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm abundant. Yes. All of my wishes and dreams are coming in, right? I can manifest. Infinite abundance is coming in. Ganesh is helping me. I'm removing all obstacles. Tell us about manifesting magic with Isis. Your dreams and visions are coming in. Visions and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. Yeah, okay. The Three of Swords upside down, okay? Don't focus on this. Every time you go back into this, I'm lonely, this other person hurt me and broke my heart, you are blocking this loving, prosperous Empress energy, right? We have the Empress. Look at this. The Empress with the Sun with Isis. You guys, this is the feminine power. This is creation itself. She's here. She's pregnant. It's this time of year, right? The fall. This time of year. Look at these sunflowers, right? Okay, manifesting magic. So gestating, weaving. What are we weaving, right? If we're consistently, oh, well, this person, right? And for a lot of you guys, someone from the past is still trying to succubus the energy because they know that this other person, that this new, it could be the new or the old past life, whatever, doesn't matter. They know that this is the person that, you guys are supposed to be with, right? You're supposed to birth, look at the happiness. Birthing these new ideas, these new children for a lot of you. Son, for some of you guys, you could be getting pregnant, you could be having a son, right? Multiple, I'm seeing 3 children for some of you. 3 children. Second will be female, maybe 2 will be female, maybe 3. Anyways, that's for some, not all. yeah, this energy. So what we're saying, or what I'm seeing here, what they're saying, is that this Three of Swords is next to the Four of Cups. So it's like this other person, this past person, this person who you maybe left or broke up with or divorced, who could potentially still be fighting with you or still trying to cause a fight, still trying to cause destruction. When we stay strong in our mental state and our action, then the tower cannot, the fight is them with themselves, because they're not breaking anything down, because we're sturdy in our words and our actions. We know where we're going and what we want to accomplish, so they don't have the ability over that. This union is divinely protected, right? Look at that. Libra and the Justice. So for a lot of them, a lot of you guys, this is happening now. Now. For a lot, there was September. Now this is still Libra, Virgo, Libra energy. So now is the time, you guys. Yeah. Out of this mental anguish. But a lot of them are attempting. So we're keeping very powerful. And how we do that is by focusing or figuring out or reaching out to the feminine, masculine. Reach out to the feminine. Reach out. Express how they make you feel. So there's no more of this mental anguish. So neither person is feeling or thinking about this past thing, because what's happening is it's keeping the passion or the spark that you guys could be creating for each other in this mental stuck, this mental masturbative state, right? Where it's like, oh, but this other person, da, 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 it's like whatever, old news, right? The other person is not the person that's trying to heal and come together and create this union that is here to change the world. Now, if you're part of the Twin Flame Collective, when we come into union, this is literally life, not just life changing for us. It is dynamic changing the entire collective, the entire world, the entire consciousness as we know it. It heals. It's healing the Kundalini awakening, the Kundalini arising. So this is why it's so important for them to come into union, right? To actually not just tantrically separately do the Kundalini activation, but like what will happen when they come into the physical form will be rather intense. Now, if you are not ready, yeah, if you're not ready for the union, for the, the pregnancy can be coming in. For a lot of you, that's like the marriage and the pregnancy are going to be like almost instant, right? Yeah. World ending, beginning. So one life, right? Getting rid of your old life, ready for a new life. So, yeah, for a lot of you. Now, that's, again, not for everybody, guys. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. There was still a lot of people that were trying to do stuff, right? And that they just couldn't believe it. They just couldn't believe it. No matter what they did, they couldn't bring an end to it, right? They couldn't bring an end. You just keep rebuilding. It just keeps blooming like more. I'm just hearing like more stars are sparkling, more flowers are blossoming, more. So every attempt that these other people have, now there can be other people involved, 5 or more other people. This could also be communities. For a lot of people, there was communities. Now, in my situation, there was multiple communities that were putting on spell work and stuff like this. So for some of you guys, it could be different people, family, friends. It could be communities. It could be past partners, It could be people that are connected to them. It could be family members, brothers, sisters, mothers, something like this. Also, that could be creating a lot of this conflict, or that can be basically putting shit in your ear, putting stuff in people's ears, saying judgment, judgment, judgment. Well, you need to rise above that, right? The Phoenix energy is like, nah, oh, look at that. You guys, I can't. The wish fulfillment is the Emperor and the Empress, to actually stop taking everybody else's fucking opinion and create it together, right? They create it together, okay? It's like they can keep saying, okay, I can wish and I can dream of all this stuff, but the reality is people will continuously, you're going to have third party, you're going to have situations like this, you're going to have people trying to get you to engage in things that you've moved on from, different things like this, right? You're going to keep seeing this coming up and coming up and coming up. And it's like the only way you can do it is by being able to manage your emotions, the King of Cups, and being able to not care. Okay, for a lot of the collective, you will be having to walk away from past people, past relationships, past friendships, past jobs, past situations, past homes, and you have to be able to maintain this this like emotional state, right? Don't think about all of your options. Know that there is a lot of options. Don't hyper focus on all of your options out there. Hyper focus on the work that you're building together, that you want to build together. Look, 3, the Empress, 4, 3, right? That you want to build together. That's what we're manifesting, right? Wheel of Fortune. We're manifesting. What do we want? Look at this. Beginning and ending. Okay, 1 and 0. Completion is the 9. So the work is really about the union. Yeah. The strength that it takes for the masculine to make this physical offering. Okay. Now for a lot, I'm getting that they're worried, that they're still thinking about something that they did in the past. For some of them, they could have abandoned you. They could have made a bad judgment call about you. Maybe could have judged you and taken some other options. And so they're over here still kind of feeling a little bit sorry for themselves, trying to work their way out of that with the Strength card and say, okay, I'm not going to sit here and focus on this. But they are still a little bit worried about how the feminine's response will be. And that is why, as they're entering with this offering, the emotional state is a little out of the way. So the best thing that you can do, feminine, is stay, and that's why I just keep staying in a very creative, happy state, is staying in the state, right? And don't try to think about too many other things, because yeah, it will keep you guys both stuck in this mental prison. And that goes the same for the masculine, you know? Stop thinking about, stop being foolish, right? Turn the fool upside down. Stop thinking about what will happen if I do this, and will she choose something different, or what is it, a new path is going to happen. Like, take the fucking leap of faith, right? Stop delaying the inevitable. Stop playing a fool. Stop thinking about all these other fools that could be playing, that could be playing these games, or that she can start a new path with, or that maybe they have more money, or maybe they know a better thing to say. Maybe you don't know the right thing to say. The message is coming in the wrong way. Maybe you're worried that you're going to say the wrong thing. Maybe you're worried about that your offering may not be good enough. You may not have enough to offer. Like, all of these things, some of you guys could be waiting for something. Something could have already come. Some of you guys can be still creating or building something. But, that isn't going to last, right? That's not going to work as far as the justice is concerned, you guys. You're going to have to take the leap of faith. Going to have to go for it, okay? Masculine, you're going to really have to go for it. No more in this, look at this, Chariot at the bottom. No more in this stagnant hangman energy. Make a move, because somebody will. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's all these other men, It doesn't mean that all the work that you did went away. What the point of the twin flame collective and union is, yes, is this happy love, happy emotional contentment, happy family and whatever. But if that means it doesn't happen, right? If it means that you choose to keep working instead of coming in, to connect with the feminine, or that you keep just finding your own pleasures because this is what makes you happy, then that means that the feminine is still in devotion to this, right? So either she becomes the high priestess, or she finds another commitment, right? Somebody that's ready. And we have to know that it's not this state of abandonment. It's that with the masculine still not showing up, that is the state that is happening. That is what's being perceived, because for a lot there's no contact, you know? If somebody means something to you, then you're letting them know every day. And I don't just mean, telepathically, like, yes, that's great, that's beautiful, but we're still in this evolution or revolution of love, and we're still partially in the third density, which means we have to actually physically show up or send a fucking letter or some flowers or a cake or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you have to actually look at this face to face. Face to face. It's like make a Zoom. Take some fucking action. Make a Zoom. Do anything, right? You're overthinking it. You already know. You already know that feminine knows and is waiting, just waiting for you to take the action. Look at the Knight of Swords. For you to actually take the action and use your fucking words. Just out of here. I just keep hearing, use your words, use your words, use your words. Stop playing around. Stop with the third party. Stop with whatever it is. Now, for some of them, it can be, for some of the masculines out there can still be a third party, or there was a third party. Now, for some of them, that doesn't necessarily mean that there is another man or woman or lover. For some of them, it can be an addiction to work. It can be an addiction to pornography or drugs or alcohol. It can be an addiction to, something that they're working on. For some of them, it can be anger management or figuring out how to maybe communicate better. Maybe they're learning about their different love styles or love languages. What I can say, though, is the best thing to do, masculine, is to stop working so hard. I know that's what you guys do. But to stop working so hard in that space and come in authentically, right? Stop holding on like, well, I have to have everything right. I have to have everything. I got a miser. I got to hold everything right. I got to have everything. No, it's got to be this way. I got to get it perfectly in order. You've been waiting all this time. Like we would find each other in every lifetime. If I don't do this, we're not going to have we're not going to have this fucking legacy. And the reality is not that. The reality is not that. The reality is show up authentically like you would like a child. Okay? Show up authentically. Offer something like, hey, look at this butterfly. Look at this flower. You want to go for a walk? Like, I brought some food. Do you think we can make dinner together? Can I make you dinner? Like something like, stop thinking about how everything has to be perfect and just think like maybe it's like, look at this ladybug. Look at these flowers. Every time I see them or smell them, they're so beautiful. They remind me of you, right? Like, stop holding on to the need of this outcome. That is very 3D. Now, for some of you guys, it's not just masculine, it's also feminine. It's feminine. It's like, well, I think that things have to be, I need this much and that much and da 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 da. I need everything to be in order. Now, yeah, we need everything to be in order, but masculine, that doesn't mean, no, don't hide out, Don't hide out. The light comes from within. So it's like, it's coming from, the strength is not coming, stop wasting fucking time. The strength isn't coming from doing more, from doing the most. It's not coming from doing the most. It's just adding more. It's like it's like a dopamine fix, right? It's like something that makes you feel better, right? It's like an avoidance. I'm hearing like an avoidance dream, right? Where it's just like, oh, well, I just got to do this and I got to do that. And, like I do this shit all the time too. But you're just keeping yourself mentally stuck. That's a choice, right? It's upside down. It's a choice that you're choosing. There's nothing that you have to do, that you have to learn, like the twins are coming together. See the twins down there at the bottom? They learn it together, they grow together, they make the commitment and the learning and whatever together. Now, there's so much that has to be learned. Now, there will be stuff that is still coming in. There will be stuff that we're still learning and growing and waiting for to happen together. Um, and that we're waiting for individually. That means some individually may need some extra time for some stuff. Now, do I feel like that's extra time away? No, no. They may need more time to be able to, yeah, I mean, well, this is obvious. Okay, so they're worried. They're worried about how, first of all, some other people may respond. That's somebody else. Queen of Wands is like maybe like a friend, a sister, a mother figure. What they're worried about is that there's this apology. First, they have to take action, then they have to apologize for something that they did. Now, for a lot of them, now each person, you're going to know what you did, what you need to apologize for. What I can say is I was getting an interesting channel earlier, which was like basically saying, when you have an apology, you first just have to look at Page of Swords. You first just have to actually start with a little message or a little action, right? You have to take that little leap of faith. And so, instead of, being, I planned this and I'm waiting for everything to be perfect, instead of that, I think what's better is to take this little leap and say, hey, I'm not perfect. Look at the Magician's upside down now. I'm not perfect. I take ownership for all of the shit that I've created the way that I've created. And I know that I owe an apology. I know that I've done some things that I need to apologize for. I'm not exactly sure how. I know how to do a lot of things. I'm generally the magician, generally better at this. I don't know why with you or in this situation it's so complicated or I feel so worried or stressed about it, but I would like to figure out how to apologize or make it up to you. This is the main facing fear, the Kali Ma, right? Let the veil or the illusion down, masculine, that you're not in control of the result or outcome, and that is why it's so scary, and that is why you're trying to do all these things. Now, for a lot of you, you don't want to fuck up. You want to have enough to present because you don't want to lose the person or the opportunity or the chance again, right? But you're gonna lose it if you don't. I mean, if there's not some action, if there's not some communication or action, and it can't just be like telecommunication, it can't just be telepathy anymore. It can't just be feeling it, right? Because we're at this precipice collectively where there's work, there's things that need to be transcended, and we need to do those. We cannot do those on our own. We need to do those. We must do those in states of love, connectivity, or relationship. That's how we heal them for the collective. That's how we bridge or join or create the balance between the masculine and feminine energies, first within ourselves and then with another, so it spreads out within the collective, right? It's a step by step, one by one. So it's an actual thing. But yeah, I keep seeing the Queen of Wands come out upside down. So there is an exterior voice or something like this that's trying to tell you all the reasons why you shouldn't be with them. Maybe there is a religious factor for some of you guys, that you guys have a difference in religion or a difference in faith or spirituality. That could be something that maybe is troubling maybe some of the family or something like this. This could be something that the masculine is feeling like is causing problems. He's feeling a bit emotional over. Now, again, something you need to get in your head, masculine. All the other people, these are all third parties, okay? Anything outside of your union, anything outside of definitive action with masculine and feminine is fucking third party, whether it's a substance, whether it's a person, whether it's an opinion, whether it's a place or a location that's separating you. All of it, all of it, all of it is a third party. All of it is interference. All of it, right? All of it is all of it is interference, and you're allowing it, right? You're entertaining it. So this is why right now I've just been on my own for months, because I'm just like protecting. I'm protecting and defending my space, my realm. You know, I'm being clean. That way, I have clean channel, cleanness. That way, I can really tune in to what I need to do and stay on my focus point and keep moving forward. Right, Chariot, Cancerian energy. And I can keep moving forward at a pace. This is a quick pace. This is, I'm moving forward, right? Look at the harp with the angels, look at the stars, right? I am learning how to, and this is what's going on, right? Until we come into union, and I don't mean we, I mean until masculine and feminine, until yin and yang come into union, you're literally prohibiting the entire collective from being able to come into union. You're creating the heartache for the entire collective by not participating, by being in fear. Now, I know that maybe that makes you more defensive. You're like, fuck, no, I gotta, whatever. You know, maybe it does, but maybe it also like puts a fire under your ass. It's like, dude, you can feel that the connection, you can feel that the partnership, you can feel it's something different. So what's going on? What's different about soulmates versus twin flames, you guys? And again, the priestess, the magician, the priestess, the magician. What's different about soulmates and twin flames is twin flames are it's one soul. Okay, let me just explain this for you. One soul that has split into two experiences, knowing that they will see, you know, like this, I'll find you in other lifetimes, or maybe in another lifetime when we're both cats. This is real. This is the twin flame. It's saying, I know myself, and I know that I'm going to split, and we're going to learn, and we're going to heal, and we're going to do these lessons. And when we're done, we can come back and we can merge together and then transcend, right? We can help the entire world consciousness, the collective consciousness, transcend this separation, this duality mentality, right? This past shit that is no longer serving us, this separation, right? Look at everything what's going on in the world right now. Look at the wars. Look at everything what's happening. Everything, it's just like all this extra work because we keep working to get more money, to do this, to do that, But we're really, what's happening is we're keeping that third party, right? We're keeping this heartache running because we're still creating separation. So until we take the leap of faith, right? Until we finally take the leap of faith, we're remaining in the foolish state until we're like jump and say, okay, yeah, I don't know if it's going to work or if it's not, but I know this is what I signed up for. This is my soul contract. I know this is what I signed up for. I'm going to stop fucking holding on to my money or making these judgments or my ideas or my expectations. And I'm going to say, I'm going to spin the wheel of fortune. Wheel of fortune. I'm going to say, all right, universe, bring me my wish. Bring me my dream. Look at that. The Lovers. You guys, I can't make you see me sitting here shuffling and shuffling and shuffling. Okay? This is what, when the twin flames collective start, more of them start to come into union, is when the separation stops to be a problem. People stop misering over the money, stops self, because self needing Selfishness will be done. That will no longer be a thing. That will be the old world. That will be what is coming to an end, right? Self-serving, selfishness, it's like we're coming into this state of the lovers, right? That's where we are, you guys. That's what has to happen. So, yeah, literally, drop the fucking third party, whatever it is, addiction, whatever it is, you gotta get rid of it. You gotta get rid of it. For some of you guys, you know, this is fuckboy energy, right? It's this in and out, this, well, I want this, I want that. Maybe some of you guys deal with, I don't want to hear that. Some of you guys deal with prostitutes. Some of you guys with porn addictions, other things like this. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Feminine does not want to hear that, not going to accept that at all. No, that's not love. That is selfishness. Let me tell you, love means giving and receiving. Love means holding space. It means that each person knows. They have learned each other's language. They have learned each other's needs and things like this. They know what is going to hurt. They don't do things, they don't do things that are unjust. They don't do that because we wouldn't do something to somebody else that would hurt us, right? We would know something that would be a no or an ending for us is gonna be a no or an ending on the opposite note, you know? That's a no. Classy block, yeah. You know, and if there's consistent, and here's another thing, because people are like, oh, well, I'm still fighting because my twin is learning this or they're learning that or da 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 da. If you're consistently fighting, if you're fighting, actually consistently fighting, like messaging, fighting, not like I'm mad at you and you're mad at me, or not like that. Like if you're fucking bickering back and forth in physical or on text message or whatever, that is not your twin flame. That's a karmic. Okay? You're not gonna fight with your twin. You're gonna feel this overwhelming sense of warmth with them, from them. This want, this passionate, this victorious feeling. Now you will, for some of you guys, as you do start to come into closer contact, right? You will start to feel more interconnected. Though, so they're showing this like she's pregnant, right? They're showing this like when the mother is feeling, what they're telling me or showing me is kind of like when the mother is feeling the child. So what they're telling me is that to maintain your thoughts, first of all, our thoughts, because the other person is sensitive to them. They're sensitive, right? They're feeling it. We're feeding them. We're feeding them the thoughts. We're feeding them the hopes. We're feeding them the dreams. We're feeding them the gestation, everything, right? But what they're showing me right now is like with the Empress is, again, justice. Think of what it's going to feel like to be with this person, to come into union with this person. That's why both of you guys want that. You guys are dreaming about this. You guys are creating this, right? Birthing this new idea. But it's also like your partner, your twin, is this connected to you, right? You guys are you feel each other. So anything that would cause any type of harm or conflict or hurt the other person would feel it. You know, it's not like there would be no, where there's no remorse, there's no love, right? Someone can say they're sorry, but if they have no regret, no remorse, then that's not love. That's like, you know, that's bullshit. That's an excuse. So, know the difference, because what we're going to see right now is a lot, and you guys have to tune in to your discernment, to your intuition really strongly right now, because what we are going to see is a lot of false soulmates, false flames, karmics, all this stuff that are trying to block the forward connectivity or the forward movement. And look at the light is like taking it out. they're trying to keep the darkness, they're trying to keep a lot of us distracted. Now I notice that happens a lot every time I'm attempting to do something creative. It's like distraction. It's like I'm tired, I'm this, I'm that. So I'm just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna stay in my intuitive state, in my creation state, in my feminine state. And if that means I just like clean my space and make myself meals in the day and play dress up with myself, and I don't create all the things that I want and do all the things that I want, that's okay. What I did is remained in the state of feminine, right? Not in the state of stress. How is it happening? When is it coming? How is it going to happen? Like, cannot, like, I just know. I know, so I'm released to the outcome, right? I know before the full moon, right? As long as can stay out of this mental construct, right? But there will be a lot of false, and for a lot of you guys, don't participate in, so with the karmics, with the exes, with the soulmates, or even with other people, with people. So there is a lot of people that are gonna kind of come in and try to create this false. So for some of you guys, for some of the story, there is, now like I told you, there's two different, right? Two different twins from a much older existence, right? Smells like it's burning. From a much older existence. And so what we'll see, now both these came up upside down. What we'll see is someone trying to promise to create structure or marriage, or we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. But how you will see it is just through this physical, through this passion. Don't be deceived by this, okay? Don't be deceived by this. Go fuck yourself. That's real. Because there is energy, so not for everybody, but for a lot of people, there was energy that was being harvested, like sunflowers, like energy, like life, literally life force energy. You see, I don't know if you can see, there's like the DNA strand and all of this, right? Life force energy that has been being harvested or sucked from the true twin connection. And so this is actually maybe leaving us unable to create these, keep the structure going or keep our motivation or energy going. So if you're feeling like you need to rest more and like you're not getting as much things done as you need to, okay, like have a little bit of grace for yourself with that, but understand that, figure out where your balance is and stop giving energy to other things that are taking any of your sexual energy. Now remember, as we're going through this, as the twin flame, as the collective is rising and we're coming into this happiness space, the Kundalini rising, the meeting of the masculine and the feminine to activate this is number one. So not activating this through pornography or maybe even too much like masturbation or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe experience. Okay, I'm gonna get spicy here because they're telling me. Maybe experience, maybe touch or rub, but don't. They're saying like don't the state of masturbation, the state of pleasuring, maybe more like on a tantric form or a tantric sense, but like being comfortable in your body or your being, right? But minding, holding the physical, right? Not like the retention of not having the orgasm or coming, right? It can be extra work and it can kind of maybe block off some of the release, but it can create like a much higher potency or a much higher magic or shielding or protection around us because there is a lot of people, And there is some people that are doing some higher level magic, okay? But they cannot, like, they don't, this is divinely protected, okay? So there could be multiple other men also, okay? But this is divinely protected. This union is divinely protected. So what's happening is they're going to get the karma back, what they're putting out. Some people have been putting out some whatever stuff. But maintain or hold in the, yeah, you're going to be more victorious. It's going to hit harder. Hold in that, semen retention, the sexual energy. Build up your chi. Build up the chi and the strength, right? Build that up within, really. Because the most important thing is it coming, right? It's like the life force energy, not coming, just coming, coming together, right? The life force energy that comes. Now, for some of you guys, you already know, okay? Like I know, coming in hot. Like, so I know, like, the job is, yeah, this quick movement, this union, this coming in hot. I know that I help to birth future prophets of the world. So I know that a lot of the collective is supposed to be, now some of you guys are already pregnant, some of you guys will be getting pregnant. For the people that are coming in, there is this, some of you guys do know. Some of the masculine are like, no, I'm ready for this new path. Some of them are already, I'm hearing some of them are single fathers. Some of them already do have a kid. But they want to create a new family. They want to create this. They hope that it's not going to create any problems. But they know they want to come in and they want to do it. And so what I can say is, if you guys aren't ready for feminine, if you're not ready to potentially be impregnated, then obviously this is for people that can be, then you might want to take the precautions, right? Don't play the fool, because this will it won't be able to be a secret for long. It will come out in many different ways. So make the choice, make sure that it's something that you guys discuss, right? It's something that you guys discuss. Now, for some of you, what I am hearing, for some of you guys, there can be the Empress. There can be a feminine that is already. So for some of you guys, you could have already, you're wondering if that is a thing. Some of you guys, you could already be pregnant. For some of you guys, for some, not for everybody, for some of the masculine is coming in to the feminine being pregnant by another soulmate or another karmic as well. Now again, that's not a story for everybody. I'm just the messenger. Don't fucking shoot me. I'm just channeling messages. For some, this can be a thing. Now, what they're saying is, don't be so fucking judgmental, masculine, because I think in some instances, the masculines are single dads, or already were fathers, or already were having lots of third parties, or were playboys. So it's like, don't be so judgmental, right? It's a lot of work for someone to have to do that. The female has to kind of take that on. It's like she doesn't really get a chance. But now for some of you guys, it can just be that he wants to come in and say, I'm ready to start this new life for you. And that means I want to knock you up, whatever the fuck, right? For some, that can be what it is, right? For some, it's like, okay, well, I want to start slow, but I'm ready to really like create this new thing, right? I don't want there to be any more secrets. I'm ready, whatever we have to do. I'm ready to make this new beginning. I'm ready to start a new path. I'm ready to walk down the aisle, whatever that is. I'm ready to step out of this old, whatever it was. So for some of you guys, yeah, don't be judgmental, right? You already have a kid, but she's pregnant and gonna have a kid. Like, come on, dude. Don't be judgmental. accept. Accept. A large portion of this is really about acceptance, right? A large portion of the twin flame journey is about acceptance. Now, for some, this can mean also that there is, I'm getting that there is some karmics or something like this that are pretending to play like they're pregnant, and this has been what's been causing a problem, or maybe they are pregnant. I'm not getting that it's from the masculine. I am getting that they are playing a big game. Okay? So it's fine. Like, just make sure that if you have them tested, that they don't have friends that are working at the facilities or the clinics or have access to the testing, because I feel like there can be people that are trying to set you up or work up against you. So don't be fooled by it. Don't be fooled by it. It's just they're trying to disrupt maybe messages of love. Again, anybody trying to block the union, you're gonna know, okay? And it's gonna be probably people from the past or whatever that are just like not wanting to let it go. They want to cause more conflict or more work for the collective. Don't allow that, okay? Don't allow that. Don't allow your emotions to get the better of you. Just to be honest, put your hand on your heart, check with your intuition, right? And if you don't know, like muscle test, is this person telling me the truth right now? Is this a lie or is this? Is it that or is it this, right? Ask, really, like, check in, ask. But, yeah, whatever you're waiting for, I keep seeing I keep seeing this in reverse. So it's like all the work can be dealt with later. Literally, like when you come together, everything becomes so much easier, right? The healing becomes easier. The Kundalini is rising and awakening. It's like literally the entire collective receives the strength, and people start coming together, and wars start ending. All of this, right? We literally end the planetary separation, but we, there will still be some things that are in the works. There is still work to do. There is still, so for a lot of you guys, there is still third party issues. There is still some addictions or past childhood wounding, or, some type of thing that needs to be healed. And, the masculine, I think, is just feeling a little bit of shame because they're heartbroken because they realize that the feminine has been around fixing everybody for so long that they don't want to be just like everybody else coming in, asking for the help to heal or to fix or to love. They want to come in like a man. They don't want to come in like a child feeling weak or needing help. They want to say, I got this, I did it. The thing is you're gonna catch more bees with honey than with shit, okay? So what allows you to come in victorious again is the truth, is the joy, is the honesty, right? 6 of Wands. This is like our thoughts, but this is also like our passion, right? 6 is about giving and receiving. So when we open up about what we're going through, even if it is with the masculine or the feminine, even if it is about addictions or third parties or whatever the fuck it is, right? Whatever you're still working through. The most important thing is to stop hiding it, right? To stop hiding it, because this is what's causing the anguish. This is what's causing the torture. This is what's causing the other person to not be sure if they should come out or stay by themselves. This is exactly what it is. So what has to happen in order for justice to really happen, you guys, in order to stop blocking the union from coming into play, is you have to actually take the action. The Knight of Cups, okay? Even if it might be emotionally turbulent or whatever, you have to take the action. You have to make a decision and say, I'm making the decision. I'm taking the action. I'm gonna say whatever this is. Now, if you come authentically and say, I'm still, this is where I'm at. This is what I'm working on. Like, maybe maybe I'm still dealing with healing, like losing all of my friends or this or that, like I'm still requiring a lot of like emotional support right now, and I don't want to put that on you. I think before you decide, right, before you decide what is and isn't balanced, I think you need to come, before you decide what's going to be too much, you need to come and express that. Like the way that the feminine's brain works is that we cannot have victory. You cannot be victorious. We cannot calm our fucking brains down until it stops working. So what happens is the feminine brain, so, will just run fucking scenarios until we receive the reassurance of something, right? If we're like, okay, you're just like, oh, all right, well, I'm doing this, but I'm gonna be here later with dinner. I don't know, but I'll be there. Then the female doesn't have to keep wondering, is he coming? Is he going to be there for dinner? Do I have to do this? What time do I need to be ready by? Do I need to be ready? Should I call somebody else? Should I do something else? What should I do? All of that fucking stops. You want to create safety or support or peace for feminine. That comes through communication. 100% communicate. Just communicate. Say, listen, I know I'm taking a while, but I'll be there this week. I promise. I don't know what day, or I'll be there on whatever day of the week. I'm not sure what time. I can't promise. It's better to be like a phone or a cable guy, or a plumber. Like, oh, you're coming on Tuesday between a fucking 9 and 5. Okay, then I know I can just like take a nap or watch a movie or whatever, while I'm here. But at least I know that either you are or aren't doing something now. Does that make sense? Because otherwise, what happens is you're basically asking feminine, who's independent woman, right? Who does everything, who has to do everything on her own, including make the masculine feel good and loved and appreciated, right? And then the masculine's like, well, but can you let me know? Can you wait? Can you do this? Can you devote more energy and stress, worry about something else, because I don't want to be overwhelmed by it? What? The fuck? No. You're just giving the feminine one more thing to have to think about and to have to do. She doesn't need that. If you're trying to come in to allow for the care, the protection, the safety, the support, right, the peace, then it's not by causing more chaos. It's by letting her know, don't worry, go ahead, do your hair or take your bath or relax, whatever. I'm going to take care of it. But it not I'm taking care of it. Like, she needs more. Like, I'm taking care of it. I will plan dinner, or you plan dinner, or here's 3 options. I was thinking, would you like to go to dinner with me? I was thinking here, or here. Give a fucking multiple choice, right? Don't make it be like, where would you like to go? What do you feel like eating? Like, your fucking head off, because you're giving me more shit to have to think about, and the woman's brain never stops to think. We don't need that. What we need is the ability to shut that off so we can be happy and in feminine mode and be like, oh yeah, do you like my pretty dress? Yeah, because I'm not worried about what time, if this is happening, if that's happening, what the fuck your friend or your mom or anybody else is doing. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's not helping me stay calm and good and secure and safe. It's causing more stress. So let me know when you sorted something out and stop wasting your time. Yeah, let me know when you want to come on your way. And if you want to show up, like, oh, I showed up. Here's flowers. I want to ask you on a date. If you're showing up to ask feminine on a date, then show up, Don't be judgmental if she's not ready, and be willing to wait an hour to 3 to give her the space to get ready. If you're just showing up because you don't want to send a text and you want to come in person, and you're fucking hurrying your horses up to get there, coming, the angels bringing you quick, you know, that's great. But no, find the balance. Allow, but you have to take a leap of faith. You have to take a leap of faith. That is going to be the hardest thing that you're going to have to do, masculine, is just do it. Nike, just do it. Okay? Just do it. Because you never try, you never know. And even if there is some passion and then it's gone, even if it's momentarily, or even if it's just a realization of, wow, we have this passion and we know we come from a past life, and oh wow, this and that, and oh well, whatever. You never know until you try. And if you don't try, you never know. And all you do is just drive the feminine fucking crazy, because she can think about and feel everything you're consistently thinking about and feeling and thinking and running through your mind. That's all it does. It's like running through your mind times 100 in hers. So it's not helpful. What's helpful to keep the feminine calm is reassurance. Feminines need the reassurance. Okay? Like, what does that mean? It's like, oh, well, I'm sorry you had a bad day. I'm sorry you're not feeling good. I'm here. Let me know if there's something I can do to make you feel better. Or, oh, I'm sorry I'm not there now or yet. Is there something you need me to get along the way? Right? The reassurance. I'm coming. Don't worry. I'm on my way. I got you something. Is there something else you need? Right? Reassurance. That's what women need. Not necessarily insurance knowing you're going to be there, but reassurance. That's a real fucking thing. So let's pull. I'm going to pull a couple of these romance angels. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So yeah, if you're wondering, oh, I don't know if this is that, okay, you're never going to know. And you're never going to know if there is more options or if you're going to beat out the options. But like, the longer you take to show up, right? Let go of control issues. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So let go of the need to have to do everything right, and just say, I'm going to just show up and say, can we talk? Can we go somewhere? Can we go on a walk, retreat? It's time to disconnect from the world. Yeah. A lot of the collective new love, a new person has stirred romantic feelings. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Yeah. So attempt to work on it, okay? Pay attention to the red flags. There will be signs that are cautioning you, okay? So for some, know the difference between the karmic, the soulmate, and the twin flame, right? Not everybody is a twin flame. By the way, not every person that comes onto this planet is a twin. Not everybody in the world has a twin flame match. Not everybody has it. Most people are just soulmates. There's only a small amount of people, percentage, that signed up to be on the twin flame journey. That's people that have been reincarnating since like the first to third root race of this planet, right? They're here. We're on fucking level up. Level 27 or whatever. 27,000. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay? Engagement. Your love life is ascending to higher levels of commitment. So yeah, you guys, engagement is coming in, and religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So just know with this coming in, guys, just know that stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring in the romance, okay? So just know, like, regardless of what religion or whatever else might be a factor. Like, you guys got to stop in this 3D. Stop blocking it. Like, stop being like, oh, well, they live with this person I don't like, or they do this that I don't like, whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, go in and talk about it. You know? Go in and speak about it. Like, I stopped smoking because I knew that, first of all, it wasn't good for me. It wasn't good for my brain, and I knew that my actual partner or person wouldn't be encouraging, wouldn't like or encourage things that were not good for me, right? That is, it's like with my neurological stuff, right? With the brain stuff, like the smoking is the worst, the worst. Now, do I like it? Of course, I've smoked on and off for like 25 something years, you know, maybe more. But I never been like addicted. I just like to smoke, guys. And the vape, I don't know. I feel like it's almost worse. I'm not exactly sure, but the reality of the situation is the point of my story is, I knew that this person doesn't like it, right? I knew this other person doesn't like it, and that my health, right? I kept getting the download, like, stop doing this. This is so bad for your brain. This is so bad for your body, for your brain, for your voice, for everything. And so I was just like, all right, fine. You're going to come in. I'm going to take the steps, right? Love yourself first, right? And that is not, so there's a borderline. My friend was like, well, that's codependent. Okay, I'm like, okay, yeah, well, I've been independent for so long, so I don't really find it codependent. I find it, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. I find that it's like saying, when I've done all of the work, yeah, this is your soulmate. So for some of you guys, you will have soulmate. Know the difference, okay? And for some of you guys, the twin flame is not coming in. They have chosen free will, okay? True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. For some, they will choose free will, and they will not go in, and you will be coming into a new love. For some, you will be coming into a love with the soulmate, okay? They're just telling me that. For some, if the masculine doesn't move, you will come into past life relationship. You will have known each other before, regardless. Okay? Regardless if it's the twin flame or if it's the past life soulmate. This will be, when you get close to this person, when you meet this person, it's going to be unfucking deniable. Undeniable, right? You're going to be like, and once you get past just physical, you know, I feel like when it's really intense, divine union, like connection, when it's really intense like that, I feel that it's like, so the feeling that I feel, right, is like this, it's like my soul, it's like soul recognition, but like the soul is like blushing, but also like, I don't know how to explain it. Like almost like butterflies, like almost orgasmic in a sense, but like a different, like more galactic orgasmic feeling, right? Where it's just like, is it you? I don't know. Is it you? Like, yeah, I feel it. You feel it? Like, and then you're just like, am I seeing this person? And you see the person, but you're not seeing the person, right? You're seeing the soul, and you're not even really seeing the soul anymore. You're feeling the entity, the energy. You're just like, I feel it. You know, like as you start to walk closer to a fire and you turn your butt to it, you're just like, ooh, yeah, I can feel that warmth. It's like, that's what it's like. It's like a soul's warmth. It's like, what is this? I don't know. Like, I'm like, if I get close, like, am I going to explode? And it's because we're electromagnetic, right? We're batteries, right? So if we find something that is like a charge that's meant to go together, it will connect and be like, zoom, create a circuit, right? If we find something that's not, then it's going to do bing, bing, right? It's going to do the opposite, like the trick with the train. I don't know. Maybe I'm too old, but you know, when they have like the little magnets, right? Where it's going to be like some magnets will go together and some will be like bing, like push the other one away. And so, like, that's what it is. It's like magnetic, but the intensity is like, I've never felt something this intense, this powerful, this, and to where it's causing like a type of not fear, but like overwhelm, right? To where you're just like, I don't know what this is. This is like, I've felt it before, like it feels so familiar, but I'm also like afraid. Yeah, the chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issue. So for some, um, because there could be abandonment wounds and stuff like this, it can feel like, okay, this is codependent. Like I'm going from one thing right into another. Right? That's what I'm hearing this very strongly right now. Going from one thing right into another. Okay, well, talking. Interested, conversing more, awaited messages arrive, text, call, email, hovering. Okay, so stop chasing the result or outcome, whether this is feminine or masculine. Stop chasing the result or outcome. Stop chasing the need for it to be um, a type of, a labeled type of love or personality or whatever. I'm getting, the avoidant, the anxious, the this and that. So I'm hearing all this, and it's like, stop trying to create that you're the runner or the chaser or the avoidant or the this or the that, and start manifesting. Look at that. 1 1 1 1. 1 1 1 1 1. So let go of the abandonment issues. Like, finally, I think what needs to happen, and stop with like holding on to the result. What's going to happen is you're going to actually be able to talk to this person, right? Meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted. Okay, for some of you guys, it can start as friendship, or what's going to happen is building that bond of friendship. And I don't mean like it's like, oh yeah, let's just be friends. I don't mean that. I mean, okay, for a lot of people had heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attacks. So a lot of people, a lot of, whether it's masculine or feminine energy, were stabbed in the back. Okay, there was this attack, and there is some fear, right? Now you have to let go, risk. When you open your heart, when you put your heart on your sleeve, when you're vulnerable, or you open your heart, or you open yourself to share these things with somebody again, you're gonna have to allow for that vulnerability to come, and you're gonna have to believe this person's not gonna attack me, this person's not gonna stab in my back. You have to go back to that state of, what is this feeling? This feels more intense, more exciting, better than anything else. Photograph. So for some of them, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. So yeah, you guys, for some, when they see the sunrise or sunset, they think of you. For some, I want to watch the sunrise with you. That's how we'll really make new memories. That's how we'll really start new. I don't want to miss them with you anymore. Oh, you guys, not enough. Frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. So for a lot, I'm getting, for a lot of the masculine, they have this fear of not enough. Also for a lot of the feminine, I think what's happened is a lot of the apology that's coming from the masculine is he had made feminine not feel enough, or by being no contact for so long, she felt that she wasn't enough, that they didn't think that she, whatever. I'm just saying he, she, whatever. This is what I'm getting. That she didn't feel that he was enough, right? And then it became self-sabotaging. That's how females do. And it lacked, and what the masculine picked up on is this lack of self-confidence. Because again, you guys are feeling, you're just fucking recycling the energies. So, he's afraid. Okay, so a lot of the masculine energy is afraid. There's fear because he has ego and jealousy issues. Okay, this is still something. Okay, so this is still something. The sword and the rose, clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. Okay, So for a lot of you guys, this is why the masculine hasn't come forward yet. Because what they're dealing with right now is actually this fear, this ego, the ego issues, and the jealousy, right? They're the ones that have been self sabotaging themselves. They're worried because this is something that exists within them. Now, maybe it's something that they always had before. Maybe this is something that is actually special to the connection, that they've never really experienced these jealous haps or feelings until feminine actually unlocked it. And when they saw her or did whatever, when they see you hurting, when they see feminine hurting or alone, they want to protect. They become jealous. They become jealous of anyone else that is holding you, that is near you, that is doing anything to you. For some, they can be jealous of the other soulmates or the other connections. They can be worried that they can offer a different type of love. They are worried maybe because they've hidden their love for you for so long that it's going to seem inauthentic. Inauthentic. Soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. And for some of you guys, you're still wondering. So for some, the masculines are wondering what the soul contract is, and they're hoping that it's not, oh, we learned our lesson and you taught me this and now fuck off, you know. That is what they're a little bit in fear of, that it was all just to be a lesson, and that once they come in, that the soul contract is going to be fulfilled, because there's going to be the conversation. So like it can come to a conclude or something, you know, like this is what the masculine is afraid of. If it's just a soul contract, right? If you're not actually the twin, if maybe the other one is and it's just a soul contract. And seduction, just wondering, right? Now also seduction is coming in. Attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference. Now, for a lot, the third party interference. Now, can I just say, as much as masculine doesn't want feminine to think about the other lovers, as much as you continue to think about seduction or entertain third parties or other people that are trying to hook up, even flirting or just being like, oh yeah, whatever. Block the numbers, delete the numbers. If you know that you have a divine counterpart out there, why are you even fucking entertaining this? Block it, okay? Hooking up, temptation, third party, interference. This is causing interference. You can have a soulmate or a karmic or something like that. And what's going on is they are connecting to the energy that's going to keep you in this lower vibrational state. Yeah, they're going to cause a breakup, separation. Stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. Yeah, X. Cut it out. Cut it out. The only seduction should be happening with the feminine. Yeah, look at this. Heart with a key. Abundance. Welcoming love. Meeting the one. Open your heart. Getting together. Everything will be perfect. Lock down that love. Abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest. It's exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. The butterfly. Relationships evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. So now this is what I'm saying, is there will still be healing that you guys will be doing together when you come into union. There will be probably final versions of inner child healing, because you'll finally be the family. Okay? Kisses. Unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Engagement ring. Engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. Beautiful, you guys. So just remember, your thoughts are powerful. Your thoughts are magnetic. What you do has an effect. Take action, masculine. Take action. However it is. Send a fucking telegram, whatever, you know. Send a letter. Make a call, make a mixtape, send some flowers, you know? Ask. Say, I'd really love to take you out. I can't decide what to do. Not what do you want to do? I'm not sure what to do. I had a few ideas. Do any of them strike your fancy? If none of them do, is there something that would? And stop entertaining the other fucking women, the other people. That's a problem. He's on the ring. One night stands until you get rid of that, right? And it's not about just having the compassion, care and compassion, choose to be loved, do what is right for everyone involved. No, I'm sorry, like, it's not just about forgiveness for bad mistakes or behavior. It's not. It's about understanding that I wouldn't do that because that would be hurtful and I don't want somebody to do it to me. So, and when you're in love, you're always considering your partner first, not after the fact. You don't consider your own needs or pleasures or whatever, you consider the other person. And then you say, you know what, partner, I've been thinking about it and I considered you and I need this thing for myself. Is that okay? Cool. That's what I'm going to do because I'm taking care for myself. But I wanted to let you know that I need to take care for myself, not I'm finding my own pleasure and seeking it after. Letting you know after because I got caught. No, that's not love, you guys. That's manipulation. Manipulation. Stay away from liars, everybody. As always, infinite blessings, love, and light. If you want to schedule a personal or private reading, you can email me at divinitywithinthee@gmail.com. I never email or reach out or promote anything to anybody. So if you guys are getting readings or anything like that, it's not from me. That's why I come on doing lives, okay? Find those romantic feelings. Go out there. Look at that. Oh, saucy, spicy. Let's go. Let's get some kisses. Ciao for meow. Zoe out.